If you're worried about starting a business, most probably it is because of one or more of these 7 reasons I'm going to reveal in this video. My intention is to explain to you how to overcome any of these 7 temporary obstacles that are preventing you from changing people's lives and living the life you deserve. By watching this video till the end, you will understand how changing your mindset and the meaning we give to our thoughts can instantly change your motivations, actions, and results. My name is Cecco, and I teach aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals how to turn their knowledge and or someone else's expertise even into a 7-figure business. If you like my content, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Reason number 1, fear of failure. One of the biggest reasons people are afraid to start an online business is the fear of failure. They worry that they won't be successful and may lose money or their reputation. What if I told you that without failures there are no successes? If you watch or listen to some interviews of the most successful people in the world, many of them affirm that they are successful only because they failed a lot. They identified how not to do things correctly. They made different mistakes. The question is, what's the real meaning behind the word failure? Failure means learning. Failure means you are closer to your final destination because you have identified another way not to do that specific thing. Failing means growing, and honestly, if I didn't fail a lot in my business career, I wouldn't have been able to share my knowledge and experience on social networks for free. I acquired this knowledge because I made many mistakes in the last 14 years of selling digital products and services online. In my opinion, failing means quitting. In life and business, you fail only when you decide not to fight anymore for your dreams. Failing means living your life without fighting for what you believe in. Failing means deciding to live your life below your standards. In all other cases, failing means growing. Now, let's move to the second reason, which is blocking people from starting a business. Reason number 2, lack of experience. Another reason people may be hesitant to start an online business is lack of experience in running a business. They may not know how to market themselves or their products, manage finances, or hire and manage employees or collaborators. This fear doesn't make any sense, and here is why. Do you remember the first time you rode a bicycle? Do you remember the first time you drove a car? Most probably you were excited and thrilled, and probably you didn't have any doubt about the outcome because you were committed to learn how to ride a bicycle and drive a car. Do you understand what I mean? A child does not have any problems in learning anything. Instead, adults ask themselves many questions that sometimes don't make any sense. The key point to remember is this. When you learn something new, how to run a business included, it's obvious that you start from scratch without experience. You have only to decide if you want to run a business without help, without a mentor, without the knowledge or experience of someone else that has already achieved the results you aim to. Or you can ask for help by exponentially reducing mistakes and speeding up the results. It's up to you. You always have choices to win the lack of experience excuse and increase your commitment to achieving your desired results. That's it. Reason number 3, fear of technology. Some people may be intimidated by the technology required to run an online business, such as setting up a website, using social media, or managing online transactions. Honestly, I could have understood this fear 15 years ago. It was very difficult to create a website. You should have learned coding, HTML, and JavaScript. Today, instead, it is extremely easy to create landing pages, services, websites, private areas for hosting online courses, set a payment processor, and so on. You don't have to be a tech guy, and I'm not a tech guy too. But I perfectly know how to use my mouse. Click on a button and design a landing page with page builders like the one you're watching right now. Once again, fear of technology doesn't have any sense to exist. The question is, are you committed and motivated to learn how to use your mouse and click on the right buttons to create your web pages? You have the answer. Reason number 4, lack of support. Starting a business can be a lonely endeavor, and some people complain not to have the support they need from friends and family. Now, listen to me very carefully. When you start a business, the only support you should be looking for is the help of a mentor, a person that has already achieved the promised land you want to reach, the outcome you aim to achieve. Period. If you need the support of your family and friends, business is not for you. Business requires you to grow. Business requires you to take accountability for your actions. Business requires you to make decisions on your own. Nothing more to say. Reason number 5. Difficulty in finding a profitable niche. Finding a profitable niche can be challenging, and some people may worry that they won't be able to identify a niche that will support their business. This can happen when you try to do it all alone, without any guide, any support of a mentor that can help you identify who you should serve and which message to use. It happened to me too. And 1 year ago, I was in a similar situation, even though I have 14 years of experience in marketing and selling online courses and services. Everyone needs a mentor. Any world champion in any discipline has a mentor, a coach that helps a person identify and access their best resources. Business is a team game. You can't play it alone, otherwise you will lose. And if you're not able to find a profitable niche, you need the help of a marketing expert. That's it. Reason number 6. Fear of negative feedback. Online businesses are vulnerable to negative feedback and criticism, which can be daunting for some people. Regardless of the type of business you want to run, you have to be familiar with this concept. If you are for everyone, you are for no one. If you want people to follow you and buy your products or services, you must identify your positioning. It means that you will share your opinions, ideas, and viewpoints supporting your business. This creates a natural selection. There will be people that fall in love with your message and they buy from you, and this is why they are called followers. There will be people who don't agree with your point of view, who hate your message, which is why they are called haters. One rule in marketing is this one. Someone has to speak about you and your business regardless of the message. The most terrible thing in marketing is to be unknown. If you are afraid of other people's opinions, business is not for you. Reason number 7. Lack of self-confidence. Some people may lack self-confidence and may not believe they have the skills or abilities to start and run a business. Self-confidence is essential not only in business, but in your entire life. And I firmly believe that what you believe about yourself is the most important factor that leads to creating a successful business. I firmly believe that business grows only if the entrepreneur grows as well. One of my mentors told me that confidence comes with competence. If you don't have the skills needed to run an online business and you don't possess a strategy, you will fail. Skills and strategy give you the clarity you need to increase the likelihood of success exponentially. Unfortunately, many people don't invest in themselves. They try to run a business without knowing anything about marketing and strategy, and this is why they fail miserably. I firmly believe that developing a strong business mindset is the key to running a profitable online business. And this is why I urge you to watch this video, Growth Mindset. 10 powerful attitudes for growing a successful business that I learned in the past 12 years. These are evergreen, priceless lessons I shared 9 months ago. So, watch this video now.